As you know, Michael Jackson's kids and his mother are suing AEG Live for billions of dollars. And at the heart of this case is money. You see, the Jacksons say that Michael was in poor health before he died and AEG ignored it. So why do they want so much money? Well, it has a lot to do with how much Michael Jackson earned over the years. If AEG is found liable in the wrongful death suit filed by Michael Jackson's family, one thing the courts may look at to determine what the family gets are Michael Jackson's estimated earnings. It could be a big part of this case, so let's take a look at that. Michael Jackson, born in 1958, 1963, joins the Jackson 5, and the rest is history, folks. His career just skyrockets. Who can forget in 1982, he releases Thriller, sells over 50 million copies. And how about this? You might not know this. In 1985, he buys the Beatles catalog for $47.5 million. It's now worth $1 billion. His career just goes up and up. By 2006, he's worth $700 million. And then who can forget June 25th, 2009, Michael Jackson dies. Now, at that point, he's reported to be $500 million in debt, but we don't know his precise net worth. But I want you to see this part. It could be huge for the case. From 2009, the day that he died, to now, his estate has made somewhere between $600 million to $1 billion. So part of what the family might do in this case, part of what we may hear, is look at how much Michael Jackson is worth after he died. Imagine what his situation would be like, his family's situation would be like if he were alive today. Now, some of the other people still on the witness list, celebrities like Sharon Osbourne and Diana Ross, and we, of course, don't know if they'll actually be called to testify, but if they are, their testimony could be critical as well. Now, joining me now, defense attorney Debra Opri. She is the former attorney for the Jackson family. And Debra, thanks for being with us.
My pleasure. It's an astounding day to me because, as far as I'm concerned, the witness of this case is and always will be Katherine Jackson, because she is, in the end, the voice of her son, Michael.
Well, what kind of impact do you think her testimony will have? Because I'm not sure she can talk necessarily about the emails and correspondence and who controlled Dr. Murray. What impact will she have on this trial?
Her impact is astounding. It's going to be the emotional foundation, the cement of this entire case. She's going to go in and say, this is who my son is. This is what he was all about. This is his talent. This is his legacy. In the end, he was a son and a father and a brother and an uncle. And she's going to give that foundation of who Michael was on the inside of his family and his existence. And she's going to lay the foundation for the emotional decision in the end. And the jury, they rule on the law, but in cases of this magnitude, if they get past the litmus test of did or did not AEG hire Dr. Murray, and they say yes, they did, they then go into the damages, and the damages through experts will be premised upon how much he was worth at death and how much they anticipated he would earn for the rest of his life. And so, it could be in the billions.
Okay, so do you think they have a chance to see a reward in the billions?
Absolutely. I think they have an excellent case. I think their attorney is outstanding. I think the way he has prosecuted or litigated this case as a plaintiff's attorney was fantastic. I think the arguing between the two sides, it's brutal, but that's the nature of what we all do for a living here as attorneys. But with Katherine's testimony, we are wrapping down. She may in fact be the last witness or close to the last, and she's going to have a resounding impact on these jurors who this weekend will be thinking of nothing else but her as the mother and her son, Michael Jackson.
Yeah, and one more question here. You know this family better than a lot of people. You used to work with them. What impact do you think this trial is having on them? We talked about Paris's issues a couple of weeks ago. What impact is this having on them?
In the time I knew Katherine and her family, I can only tell you I grew to love them. I considered Katherine my West Coast mother. And, you know, as the years pass, you go in different directions, and the heartache she's going through now, I feel for her. What do I think of this family? I think this family did not have to see Michael Jackson die at this point in his life. I think the grieving that this woman is going through and will go through to the day she dies, it's something that I hurt at this moment for her. And it will all hurt for her to a degree. I heard a lot for her, and I hope this trial turns out to her in the best way possible with the finances and with the closure. You'll never be able to say to her, we can bring Michael Jackson back, we can give you your son again. And she knows that. But this will be her closure, and I wish Katherine Jackson the very best, and I will always adore her.
Okay, I've seen her in court before when she was there during the Conrad Murray trial, and she certainly is an incredible presence in that courtroom.
She is.
All right, Deborah,
She's an
thank you so much.
incredible woman.
Absolutely. Thank you.